Hello and good day to you. Today's video, we are demonstrating the use of a stencil in making an aperture in a stenciling technique of 12 crafts of card making. For this project, we need a paintbrush. This is a round paintbrush and it's made by Crafts, and it contains 15 brushes. We need acrylic. We are using acrylic paint, so we need acrylic paint, and this is by the same brand, Crafts. There are 12 paints. I think it costs about £1.99 to £2.99. We need palette plate or a flat plate that you can just put colors on. Because we are using a brush and paint, we'll need palette plates. We need a base card. This is an 8-inch scallop card. You don't need to have a scallop edge. You can have a flat edge. You can use any size of card you want to. And we'll be using 2 stencils today. The first one we'll be using is the Plaid Crafts or Plaid Enterprise layer flower stencil. These are it contains 3 stencils, and we have the mask, we have the silhouette, and we have the pattern. We won't be using the pattern, we'll be using only the mask and the silhouette, and the mask fits perfectly into the silhouette. So we'll be using just this one. The second stencil is Plaid Crafts or Plaid Enterprise. The product is WM30730E. The second stencil is the Plaid Crafts or Plaid Enterprise stencil, and this is the pattern on it. And the product is WM30730E. So let's start painting. Working on the front of the card, I've already printed my logo at the back, so that means it's landscape wise. So landscape. That's good that I looked at the back. Alright, I've printed the logo and I've printed the. So what I'm going to do is first we'll place the mask on it. The stencil mask. So place it on it, and then we'll arrange our colors. So I'll put this aside not to soil it while I start putting the colors in. I'll just use the colors as I go. Then plan for any color. Oh, I've not used this brown, so I need to put it. Ouch. Okay, I'll need black. So I just put some colors down. We'll take the first stencil, the pattern, not the, we'll take the floral stencil, the ones with butterfly, and we're going to use just the butterfly. So placing the mask on, the mask of the layer flower stencil on the stencil, my hands placing the mask of the layer stencil, of the layer flower stencil on the card. I'm now going to place the part section of the butterfly over the mask. Trying to creating an aperture, and I'll use one of the brushes. I'm not including water because I don't want my card to be wet, but the paint can glide. So I'll take a little bit, I'll take orange, I'll take a little bit of white and mix it with a little bit of orange and just then I'll just stipple the monochrome. If you want to, you can use masking tape to place in the middle of this stencil so that it do not move. I think I'll make the center of all stencils, the thorax of the butterfly. I'll make the thorax of the butterfly black. And I'll make the antenna black too. Then you lift the stencil. So it moved a little. I'm just going to place my masking tape. You need a masking tape for that because of that. So I'm just going to place masking tape. And if you feel that you're going to the edge of your work, just going to slide the side in and place a masking tape so that I don't move the stencil. If you are concerned about the edge of your work, perhaps you want to fill the edge of your work with a design, then slide, then place. I'm just going to take the card away. You can place 2 copier paper underneath and place your card on top. So with the wipes, we need to wipe stencil between each application because we are using the same image of stencil. Sorry, we are using the same image on the stencil, and then you dry with the tissue. So I'll take a white and mix into this green. Into the teal green. And if I want to, I can add a little blue to it. The light blue. Then I'll color in the stencil. With a black and a very thin, it's a thin brush. It's brush number 1 also. Let me check the number. Oh, brush number 0. It's brush number 0. I'll color in the thorax of the stencil, of the butterfly, and the antenna. If you have excess color, you can just wipe it on the palette plate to remove excess color. I'm just going to look for another place to use this color first before I'll put it down here. I've already stained it, so let me just use it. To be careful now. If you don't have brushes, you can use foam pads. If you don't have brushes, you can use foam sponge. So I'm just going to leave that and wipe between application for the next. And with the tissue, I'll dry so that the card is not wet and my paint is not smudged. So put this here. Take another brush and I'm going to mix little bit of white and the 2 browns together. So put this here. Just pick them when I want them. So pick white and a little brown and just mix them here. I'm going to add a little bit of this. That is a nice brown. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to this. I just want different colors, kaleidoscope of butterflies. So I'm going to mix another color. This time, what should I use? I just take the yellow and use only the yellow since it's small portion here. Now that my colors are a bit dry, I'll start overlapping the design. So here I'll just go for a blue. And just paint it in. If you want to add the thorax and the wings, the thorax, the antenna, and the wings in the same color, that's alright, you can do that. Looking for a spot that's not that dry, that is dried. So I can start, I can paint something there. And remember, you can flip your stencil if you want it to flip. Let's go for this. And if you decide to paint one color, one wing a different color and the other a different color, that's all right too. So for this, I'm going to paint one wing brown and the other wing blue. And put some yellow here on it. Little yellow. Oh no, this yellow is close. I'm thinking of another color. Okay, let me put the peachy orange there. We've done some. Let me see if I have another. I need to put any other one. Okay. Whoa. Taking the stencil out, we have a nice aperture around. But you can see that it's a bit. The aperture is larger. That's the stencil aperture. It's larger than the border design. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just wipe around the stencil first, because you're going to use the silhouette next. We'll allow our pen to dry a little while I wipe the stencil. So taking this is the silhouette. So taking the silhouette, let me see if my paint is thoroughly dry. You just line it properly where the mask is, or where the mask has been. You can see that one is not right there. So that's there. Just lining it. Then you come with the mask. You try and line it too. Line the mask. I think we need to go closer for this particular one. Okay, that's nice. So just place the mask to line it to inside the silhouette stencil. Slightly move the mask so that it creates. Slightly move it. We need that little opening there. We're going to there's a little opening. The mask is overlapping the silhouette stencil on this side, but it's making a little opening on this side. You can see the little opening here. Don't use my nails so that come. There's a little opening here, and the mask is overlapping the stencil, the right hand side below the bottom right. So upper left, there's a little opening. So that little opening is where I want to color now. Just going to make sure it's properly placed. Then I'll mix white and black together to get a gray, and I'll use a large brush for that. Just remove all these brushes. So white and black to get a gray color. And then I'll come to the opening and I'll dab. So when we finish with that, I'll just give it a second dabbing I'll just cover it a little second time, put a second coat over it. In case I miss a spot. You don't need to paint, you just need to dab in. Take the stencil off, the mask off, and I'll wipe so that I don't soil any. Then lift the silhouette. Now we have a nice I'll go closer. Let me. So you can see what we've done. We added a nice edge to our aperture. If you want to make the edge round, that's optional. What I'm going to do next is to bring in the butterfly stencil and then make some. So you see that we've made a nice edge around a nice shadow. For the aperture. So what we're going to do next is to bring in the stencil, the butterfly stencil, and we're going to put some designs in to be as if the butterflies are flying into the aperture. That's why I didn't put shadow or this gray color edge around this end of the design of the aperture. So now we're just going to place our stencil and we color. So just going to mix this. Add white. Add a little blue. You have to be careful here. You know, there's nothing blocking the other part of the stencil, so make sure you don't go over the side of the patterns of this floral stencil. So I'll place one here because this part is a bit dry and I need to just this one. Use the brown or blue. Means the brown. If I place the brown here, I place the blue there. Just dabbing around the end so that it don't go under the stencil. I want to place another one here. So I've picked my stencil because it's going to soil this, and I just painted that. So I'm just going to flip it. Let's see here. It's my yellow. This is my won't finish today. I need one here, so I'm going to wait for it to dry. Then I'll place that. Let me see. Okay, it's dried. It's dried. Take this off with all the space I can get. And so which color do I use now? Okay, I can use the blue. Just going to add a little bit of white to the blue. That's too light. So I need a little blue. I just want to enhance the colors there. Why is blue? Just a little. So I'm just going to add a little bit of blue to the end here. And I use the brown to finish. So thinking of the one to add here. Let me just, a yellow would be nice. Let me clean my stencil and not take that risk. I'll just clean it, wipe the stencil. Just gonna flip it. And that be yellow there. So with the yellow, I've gone to off it. You can decide which side of the petal should. You can decide the side of the petal to overlap. If you don't want to paint the other side, that is fine. I'm not using black. I want to use, no, should I use black? I don't want to use black for the wings, for the thorax. I'm going to mix it. Let me mix something else. So I just mixed black and brown just to play around with colors. I think it's looking pretty. All right, we're finished. Let's stop there. Just quickly put this aside. Thank you for joining me for this video of using the stencil as an aperture in our greeting card design of 12 Crafts of Cardmaking, the technique of stenciling. You can visit the blog anino.ogunjobi.com to keep up with what's happening in the crafting industry. Until next time, happy crafting, happy designing, and bye for now. Thank you.